This is Bega from Bega Barber. This Corti. We'll just try to show you how to do cut through shave for people they never did it before, but to do it by very easy way. So what we'll do is just give you a few tips how to do shave, and we'll guarantee you will have a smooth shave without any problem. Like the very first thing, like you need to be sure that the hair is actually really wet and is getting very soft. So how much you soften the hair, it will be more easy for you that you are be able to use the blade without any problem or any trouble, because the hair will be so much easier and really soft for you to cut the hair. So what I'm doing now, I'm just kind of wetting the hair. Sometimes some people like they put the brush into the water, and then when they start to foam for the beard, they found always running water coming out instead of making foam. So the best thing for this, you just hold the brush from the back like this, and then you push the water down and then use it like this. So you guarantee there is no water will be running from the bottom of the brush.
في موز جاهز.
انت بعت خاص عرفت ان البارت دي طويله.
ماشي كده بقى. The very first thing, you have the blade. The most important thing that whatever this hand is more dry, it will make the cut through blade work much easier and safer. So be sure that this hand, notice this hand is actually dry. So the very first thing, you will hold the skin as I'm holding it like this, and then you move. So whatever the blade goes, when you start to shave by the blade, be sure this is 90 degrees, but be sure it's kind of 45 degrees in the skin. So when the blade is going into the skin, be sure it's in 45 degrees. Whatever you already shave the hair here, whatever you do, just be sure that the hand is pulling the skin like this, so the skin is actually stretchy. Because if you didn't pull the skin like this, the blade sometimes could jump on top of the skin and could probably cut the skin. So always be sure that the blade is this hand is pulling the skin to the back, and then the blade is going forward. And then whatever the blade move, your hand is actually moving from behind the blade. When you come to this part there, you will hold the skin in your hand like this, and then you will move the blade, and always be sure that the blade is 45 degrees into the skin. So you will move one part up and the other part down. When you try to do the face from down, you will hold the skin like this, and then you will pull the skin up, and then you will shave the hair down. Usually guys, when you first finish the first half in the face, you need to be sure that actually the rest of the face is still wet. Like, be sure that the hair actually is wet and there's enough foam, to keep the hair soft. So whatever the hair is more soft, whatever the shave will be more easy. So what I'm doing now is just kind of brushing the face again and try to be sure that the skin is still soft. Again, be sure this hand is actually dry. This hand is actually more important, more than this one. Keep this in 45 degrees, and then Alright,
Okay.
when you come to this part, guys, this part, because this is for some people sometimes it's been very hard. First thing, you'll just pull the skin like this and then move the blade. And then you have upper part and the lower part. You will hold the skin here and then move the blade down. You just go the same way. And then here for this upper part, you will stand behind the customers and then you will hold the skin again. And then just move the blade. For the mustache area, you will just hold the skin up, pull the skin this way, and then the other way exactly the same. Just take it down. The most tip I could say, don't use the front part of the blade or the bottom part. Just be sure that you are using the middle part. So whatever the blades goes, be sure this part in the middle, this is the part is actually touching the skin. Because sometimes if you are using the front part, sometimes it could cut the skin without you feel, or the back part. So always be sure you are working by the bottom part, in the middle here, the middle part of the blade. And always be sure that the blade is in 45 degrees, not straight and not very down, just 45 degrees. And then your hand behind the blade, and then whatever the blade goes, your hand is behind. Thank you very much.